This episode of the Gamerheads Podcast is brought to you by Seven Bridges Premium Gourmet Yum Yum Sauce. Enhance every bite with our savory blends of flavors, perfect for meats, vegetables, and crispy treats. Whether you're dipping, drizzling, marinating, grilling, roasting, or snacking, Seven Bridges Yum Yum Sauce takes your culinary experience to the next level. Get yours today and make every meal a gourmet delight.
Hi, I'm Celia Schilling from Yacht Club Games.
Hey, this is James from Mega Cat Studios.
Hey folks, this is Matt, aka Stormageddon from Reignite and the Fun and Games podcast.
This is Stephanie from the Boss Rush podcast and the Boss Rush Network.
Hey, this is Mark and Keon from Bonte Avond.
Hey, this is Sebastian with the ProNerdReport.com and the Single Player Experience podcast.
Hi, this is Chris.
Mike.
And Garrett from Daylight Basement Studio.
Hey, this is Baron J67 from Level 1 Gaming.
Hi, I'm Jacob McCord from the Left Behind Game Club, Crossplay Conversations, and Video Game Trivia.
Hey, this is Todd Mitchell from Code Right Play.
Salutations, this is Mike Carroll from Stroll Art.
Hey, this is Jeff Moonen from Fun and Games Podcast.
What's good, y'all? This is Adam from Respawn Aimfire.
Hey, this is Patrick from the Backlog Odyssey.
Hey, this is Rune from Runic Codes.
Hi, this is Andrew from Spalato Bros.
Hi, everyone. Jill Grote here from the Indie Informer.
Hello, this is the Crypt Master, and you're listening to Roger you're listening to Roger on the Gamerheads Podcast.
Hello, and welcome to the Gamerheads Podcast. Today's episode's a little bit different because I'm obviously hosting Trina, and I do not have Roger here with me. So we are kind of shaking things up. I've got all my wonderful friends with me today, and we are going to talk the Game Awards and predict what we think is going to win. So if we just want to say hi, I've got Zeb.
Hello.
Steph.
Hello.
Jake.
Hi.
And Aman.
What's up?
All joining me today. And we just want to, before we get started with everything, thank all of our Patreons. Shout out to Adam, Matt, Sarah, and Phil. And if you want to support us on Patreon, you can go over to patreon.com/gamerheads and support us for as little as $3 a month. And it will help us continue to do wonderful episodes like these and send us to events like PAX and other fun events. All right, so let's get into what we are going to talk about today. We have 10 categories that we are going to highlight. There are like 30-ish categories altogether on the Game Awards, but that would be a very long episode, so we're only going to focus on about 10 of them today. And as a reminder, this is a very subjective episode. All of our opinions as we kind of go through each of the categories, and if you think something else should win, let us know in the comments if you don't quite agree with us and why. All right, so the first category we're going to talk about is Best Narrative, which is Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Ghost of GOTY, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and Silent Hill F. And I will open up the floor to whoever thinks they want to start us off with.
Expedition.
Why? It's just going to be an expedition, sweep?
I will try not to make it an expedition sweep, but
it's going to be hard.
It's going to be hard, but it's, especially for narrative, it's really good. Yeah. And it's like, Death Stranding 2 is also, I know Jake is currently in the middle of it and stuff, but that's also really good narrative, but I guess the depressing hits more than hopefulness. I don't know why.
Well, I mean, and also too, at the fact, it's Death Stranding is a sequel as well, so that kind of, I don't know. In my opinion, I hope that it goes to something that's the first one of its, series.
Right.
That kind of goes with Silent Hill F as well. So it's
Kingdom Come.
Yeah, so it's I kind of want to see something that's original, something that's the first one in its series too.
Expedition 33 is the only one that isn't a sequel on that list. Now that I'm looking at it again.
I mean, Ghosts is kind of its own
story. It's not really like...
That's true, narratively speaking.
It's not like taking... Yeah, narratively. It's not.
Goodbye, Nick.
Bye, Nick.
Goodbye.
But, yeah. I mean, I feel like me and Zeb are the ones that play these games, right?
I mean, I've watched, people play them and stuff, so, like, I know. I mean, obviously, Death Stranding, Jake, I'm watching you play through it. Yeah. But, like, the rest of them, like, I've seen playthroughs, and, like, I kind of know their stories. And just judging from that, like, I could probably say Expedition 33, because...
Yeah.
Kind of in the same other stuff.
Without spoiling anything, I guess Expedition also breaks the mold for what you expect a game story to be. Like,
yeah,
that, like, I won't say anything, but the end of Act 1, you're just like, oh,
yeah,
that's not what we're used to. And,
yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be like this, eh? And so it's a game that isn't afraid to just be itself, which I'm sure we'll talk about in some later categories about that too,
in all other categories.
All the other categories.
Yeah.
But yeah. Expedition.
All right. Best narrative. We think it's going to be Expedition 33 then.
Yeah. So I'll go next with innovation in accessibility. So we've got Assassin's Creed Shadows, Atomfall, Doom the Dark Ages, EA Sports FC 26, and South of Midnight. So actually, Trina, would you mind like just explaining what? So
yeah,
I
did
just
the
know.
Research.
Yeah, you did the research. Yeah, like
sure.
Just about like why. Not.
Do you remember why each game was nominated?
Not. That's not what I was gonna ask, but more just like what this award is for, basically.
Yeah, so I highly recommend, if you have some time, to go out on YouTube and look up Steve Saylor's video on this. This is exactly what I watched, but also on the Game Awards site, they do have read more about why they were nominated, so you'll be able to see like each game of like all the accessibility features that they have on, and each game has accessibility features that are great for people with disabilities, but also just general gameplay, like good quality of life stuff. Watching through Steve's video, he really touched on a lot of features that I even thought would be great for me. Like one of them, what game was it? South of Midnight had a feature where you could skip like combat or things that were just too hard to play. And sometimes like when games are too hard, like I just get very frustrated and I don't even want to play anymore. And so like some of those things I thought were really cool in terms of accessibility just for everyone, which I think all games should have some sort of quality of life, being able to change colors, difficulty, and things like that to be able to just make it accessible for anyone who wants to play the games. So, I could dig into some of the accessibility features on some of the games, but is there one that, I know Deb and I were talking maybe Doom on this one. Is there a different one you guys have kind of top of mind?
I mean, as far as like franchises and all that are concerned, like it seems like I'm glad to see some big names on that list. And not just like, smaller companies.
Right.
Like those are some pretty big names between Assassin's Creed and Doom and EA Sports. It's like those are huge games. And it's
I'd be interested in what Atomfall is. Did you hear that? Or see what those were? Like the...
Yeah, so that's a very like open world game. Mm-hmm. I have to look it up the exact like gameplay, but things that Atomfall did really well were being able to make the text really big for anything in the game. Be able to change color, so you could change the whole background to black and white and then change the enemies to whatever color you needed it to be to make it a little bit more accessible. And one thing that actually Steve had said was you could make the text like 200% its size, and it was actually too big for him to be able to still explore the world and see, because he kind of had to scroll a little. So he had to actually make it smaller. I'm trying to think of, because that was one of the first ones he talked about, but there was a lot of accessibility. It was very open world based, but there was also like options where it could give you quest markers and kind of guide you a little bit more, which I thought was nice too, because I know I've played open world games and I get frustrated when I'm like, I don't even know where to go anymore. Like, what do I do? I'm tired of exploring. So just kind of the difficulty levels range on that one. But
yeah,
that's really nice.
I'm loving games that are doing that now, where like it feels like difficulty isn't just like easy, medium, hard.
Exactly.
Now it's like, if you want like more health but enemies are still tough or something like that, like it's kind of like you can dive right into like exactly how you want to play a game. I know that like Last of Us 2 did that really well as well, where like you could find more resources throughout the world but then still have enemies at like hard level and stuff like that. So that's really cool. I love when games do that.
That's what I noticed about Doom: The Dark Ages. That's the only one I've played on the list, but I had it on like nightmare mode, but I had the parry timing just a little bit larger of a window, so even if enemies, like when they hit me, it hit hard, but at least the parry, which is so good in that game in my opinion, like just let me survive and actually be like, okay, I actually feel competent at this game now. Like I don't have to bang my head until I feel good. I'm just already like I just set the difficulty settings to what I'm already there, and it was nice.
And that's kind of why I was leaning towards Doom to be the winner of this category, because of that parry feature. You could speed it up or slow it down, and even speed up, you know, the gameplay in general, or slow it down. There was a lot of customization that you could do. Sorry, words today. To be able to make it like what kind of gameplay you want, as well as other things like changing colors and, you know, text size and stuff like that other games have been implementing. But just the customization ability for your gameplay type, which is, I thought, was huge for that game. So
cool.
All right.
Okay.
So Doom, is that what we agree on for that one?
I think so.
All right.
So at least
moving forward.
Moving forward, I'll take over and do the best audio design, and we got Battlefield 6, Clear Obscure, Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2, On the Beach, Ghost of Yotei, and Silent Hill F. Who's gonna say it?
I mean,
okay.
Audio design goes more than just music.
That's what I wanted to say.
There's another category that we aren't going to be talking about. Spoilers. Sorry. That is best soundtrack.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have to, just a preface. This is for like actual like noises that your characters make in game and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I was gonna say, because like I'm playing Death Stranding 2 right now, and the soundtrack is beautiful to that game. And so, but like I'm not really listening to Sam talk to himself for the umpteenth time, you know. I'm listening to the soundtrack, and it's really good, but I don't know if I would give it to Death Stranding for that reason. And same with Clair Obscur. Beautiful soundtrack. They freaking found the guy on SoundCloud.
I know.
And he did such a good job at that. And so yeah, it's tough because like obviously soundtracks are really good for those games, but I don't know if I would give it to them for audio design.
I think like I don't know, the sounds of you hitting the enemies in Expedition were very satisfying in my opinion. But yeah, there's also, and Battlefield 6 is up there, and I would do a disservice to one of my good friends if I didn't mention that the audio design in that game is really good too. And it needs to be. It's a multiplayer shooter. You need to have the audio cues.
Yep.
So just putting that on its own is like, they knew, because I'll tell you, there's a lot of shooters that can't get that audio design right, and it's so frustrating when you look behind you and they weren't there. They're in front of you the whole time. You know, and Battlefield does that really good. So on a multiplayer perspective, Battlefield wins. On a single player, I think Expedition, with just the parry noises and stuff, that when you actually successfully do stuff, it's very satisfying. Hit that dopamine level is pretty good for that too. I'm split.
I'm gonna put my hand in for Ghost of GOTY as well. Ghost of GOTY has a really nice audio design. It's very natural, I would say. Like, you feel like you're actually in,
it's very
like,
immersive,
the forest. And the whole thing about that game is you're not getting quest markers or anything like that, and so you're using the wind to find your next objective. And so, and as well as sound is very important in that game. So you might be walking around and hear some wolf howls and have to go find a wolf den near you and stuff like that. So yeah, I feel like I would give it to
you're
GOTY.
actually you're starting to convince me, because
like,
the exploration part is what influences the sound for that for sure.
Yeah, and like using that instead of like instead of the quest markers like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to have good audio design for that.
Exactly, yeah. And same with like gunshots. The cool thing about that game is you don't have any visual indication when a enemy is going to shoot you with an arrow or a gun. You have to listen to they make a noise for their team, like their
close combat people
or whatever, so they'll duck when they're about to shoot, so you have to duck or dodge as well. So and
Hi, Nix.
There's the audio of my cat.
That's the real one.
I will say you totally convinced me on that. Like, because I wasn't sure. Because, I mean, like we said with Battlefield, like, it, after watching, you know, everyone play Battlefield, it's like, it's so good. And I've watched Expedition 33. It's amazing. Death Stranding, amazing. But that alone, come on, that's
I will say I'm still a little biased on Battlefield 6, just hitting snipes from across the map and
the headshot
running in. Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
And running in, going in like full crazy mode with an SMG. I still have that up, but you have convinced me a close second would probably be GOTY.
I think there's some good contenders there, right? So it's a tough one.
I think this is our first split.
Yeah. Ghost of GOTY and Battlefield 6 sounds like.
All right. I guess for best ongoing, as in like best ongoing development for games, we have Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, Marvel Rivals, and No Man's Sky. Any takers?
I want to say No Man's Sky in this one.
Honestly, I want to say the same. Like, I was thinking the same thing.
I was wondering if you guys were going to say Final Fantasy 14 or not.
I was going to wonder the same thing.
Believe me, I love Yoshi P with all of my heart, but no.
It's just been an off year.
Yeah. It has been.
The expansion came out last year, and so, like, maybe if this came up last year, I might have pushed a little bit, but just some of the content that has come out since then, just honestly, it hasn't really hit the mark. I know they're trying. They're coming out with some stuff in this next update that a lot of people in the community are excited about, but a lot of the stuff really just hasn't hit the mark to bring that community in and bring excitement back to the game. So
yeah.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah. I would say No Man's Sky purely. Here's my reasoning, is because I had never played No Man's Sky since it came out. I had no interest in it. But because of some of the new things that I had seen that they were bringing out, some of the excitement and all of that, it made me want to start the game. And I think that is very important for an ongoing game. Not only do you want to keep your player base, but you want to keep having new players come in. Yes. And it's been so much fun. I've had so much fun with No Man's Sky.
And it's all free. Like all the expansions and stuff like that they've been doing. And I always see memes where it's like, please, Sean Murray, just stop.
I know. We start to feel bad. Take my money.
We forgive you for how the game started. You don't have to keep doing this.
It's kind of how a lot of us feel with Concerned Ape. It's like, please stop.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Helldivers feels like it's going down the right path now with their PC fixes and
there was a point in time where it was a little bit dicey.
But like the fact that I couldn't even boot it up without it just black screening my computer, I was like, I'm gonna uninstall this for a while. So that probably not this year. And then honestly, Fortnite, like as long as they get crossover sponsorships, they're never not gonna get money and people joining. Like they got Kill Bill now, or they got The Bride, so you're gonna get my dad playing Fortnite or something like. And the Tarantino fans are now gonna be playing.
Marty
that is
McFly,
still one game
too.
I haven't been convinced to play yet.
It's a fun one.
No interest.
The thing about it though is like. You're spending a lot, like it's a free game, but you are spending a lot of money if you're wanting all these.
Think
like,
Ready Player
skins.
One.
Yeah,
it's free, but to have any of the cool stuff,
it's not. It's free.
Yeah,
and it's not like one of those. Oh, you can grind to unlock. No, there's
everything's paid for.
I will say it is more of a service now in terms of it's not just a battle royale. They have like the Guitar Hero stuff, which is pretty cool. But
the
again,
Lego thing is really cool too.
Lego thing.
Yes, I've heard. If anything, if I were to ever pick it up, I think I would probably do the Lego part of it because that seems like a lot of fun.
Yeah. But one of our friends was showing me Commander Zavala as a Lego character running around.
I remember that.
It was so good.
Okay, I will say, and the crossover stuff does make some funny stuff, like Godzilla in Nikes is pretty funny. Doing the gritty is
same friend.
Yeah,
same friend.
Same friend.
Yeah. I was gonna ask Steph about Marvel Rivals, considering it's only been out for about a year, right?
Yeah, they're celebrating their 1-year anniversary, like their big 1-year anniversary events happening right now. I mean, yeah, that's definitely a game that I'm the only other comparable game is Overwatch, so I'm not trying to hate on it, but the hero release for Rivals is a lot faster, and granted they can just look at a comic book and be like, yeah, let's just take them. It's a lot easier than Overwatch, but they still have to do a lot of balancing stuff, so it's I don't know. I like it, but it's a multiplayer game that it's like it's only PvP, so it's also a game that you can probably like just play because you're used to it, even though you might rage 90% of the time just to get that 10% good feeling when you win. I don't know. It's just like Overwatch. It's a hero shooter. They give you good moments and then they give you some really frustrating moments.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Are we leaning towards No Man's on this one?
Yeah, I think so.
I think No Mansky.
All right, No Mansky.
No Mansky. All right. Next up, we have Best Independent Game. We have Absalom, Bolex Pit, Blueprints, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silksong. Now let me preface this.
Oh yeah, you should.
As biased as I am with Silksong and Hollow Knight, everyone here knows I absolutely love it. I don't think that it should go towards them.
Wow.
As a long-term fan that
I
counted
wanna
down the release date, can we have an explanation?
Through Steam DB and all that. Mostly because, again, I don't know. I feel like even though we got a lot more with it, a lot of quality of life stuff with it, I don't know. I feel like it should go to something else. What that is, I don't know out of that list. But I don't know. I just don't think so. I don't feel like...
Do you think it's like a accessibility thing, just in terms of how hard it is?
Possibly. Because... like, as far as someone new, like, coming into Silksong, into the Hollow Knight universe, like, Hollow Knight, not Silksong, this Hollow Knight, the first one, is relatively easier compared to Silksong, and while you can pick up Silksong just by itself and play it and still be immersed and piece all together the history and all of that, which is great for it, I do think that possibly the difficulty of it is a little bit daunting, especially if you're new to that genre of, like, Souls-like kind of combat, and just always, bashing your head against an enemy until you finally understand, and then making sure you're landing every hit and every jump and all of that. I do kind of feel like the entry level into that is a little bit higher than what it should be, in my opinion, if that makes sense.
I agree. I did it the weird way and didn't really play Hollow Knight, and so then when Silksong came out, I'm like, okay, let's see what all this hype is about, and I'm like halfway through Act 2 or whatever, and I quit, and I'm like, all right, let's play Hollow Knight, and it took me about 3/4 of the game, I think, until I was actually feeling a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, yeah, like I feel like now I'm finally at the point in Hollow Knight, the first one, where Silksong starts in terms of difficulty, and I'm like, holy crap!
Yeah,
and it still doesn't even feel that unfair. Like Silksong has, I was gonna say, because it's not, my vote was either Blueprints or Silksong for this category, but just some of the artificially inflated difficulty that Silksong presents itself with sometimes, where it's just like, this is really the run back? Like, no way, guys, come on. Like, the hardest Dark Souls levels, like the swamp levels, are more convenient than this guy.
Yeah.
So,
like, would I love to see Team Cherry get the for best indie? Yes, I would. Don't get me wrong. They did a phenomenal job with Hollow Knight. I mean, Zeb, you finally understand the hype.
Yeah, I do.
And so it's like, yes, I would love to see Team Cherry get the win, but I probably Blueprints. From what I have seen, I've never personally played it, but I've watched a lot of other content creators play it, and it looks phenomenal.
It's so good. It's just a puzzle game, and I'm like, the way how, like you were talking about Hollow Knight, the way it presents the story in Blueprints is just very similar in terms of you can totally miss it if you aren't paying attention, and you're just paying attention to puzzles. You're not gonna get the lore, but the story itself, I was just like, I was like, holy crap, this was so good. Just after reading all the notes and stuff, I'm like, yeah, Blueprints is my game of the, or my indie game of the year.
I'm throwing my hat in for Bollock's Pit.
There it is.
Really?
What?
Never would have thought that.
Only because, yes, it's addicting, but it has so much, like, replayability to it. You can play as different characters. There's a building that you can unlock later that allows you to play with 2 characters at once. It's very customizable in terms of the skill level and what characters you play with, and eventually there's a character that like plays for you, so there's so much like to the game, and it's just a very simple, like, you know, kind of build your own little farm to get your materials to build the houses, to be able to get new characters, get new abilities, kind of, and then you go into the pit and you do these different levels, mushroom levels, void levels, whatever, and there's like little mini bosses through each thing, and you can create different combinations of the balls that get shot out. Like there's like a flaming ball, you can combine like the fire and the wind, and it makes like this huge like flame ball. Like there's just so many different combinations of things that you can do. Like I felt like every time I went into another level, it was totally different gameplay. So I haven't seen a game like that, like such like roguelike, customizable playthrough in a very long time. Like I know Hades has a little bit of that, and so there's some other games out there that have that, but I just felt like there was a lot of such variety of gameplay in this game. So that's why it's my number 1.
I'm kind of surprised. I feel like Hades 1 was such a big game when it came out and stuff like that, and I feel like I haven't really heard too much about Hades 2 this year. Maybe it's just because it's such a beefy release year for independent games, because that's a beefy list, and like I feel like any other year Hades 2 would have won something, right? But I don't know.
They are on a couple other categories, so if they don't win here, they might win somewhere else.
Right,
but
yeah.
I don't know if they'll top some of these other games in this category.
And the fact that Clair Obscura is considered an independent game is, I think, also throwing a wrench into this list as well, because I think any other year, I feel like it would be an easy, like, Blueprints or
Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think Clair Obscura is gonna win this one as well.
Yeah.
As much as like I love, like I only played a little bit of Blueprints and I really enjoyed what I did play, and I know Silksong is just like it was I don't know how to put this, but like it was like a cryptid almost, like you didn't know if it existed or not.
No, but you're not wrong though. Like
it was in the halls with like Half-Life 3.
Yeah. We were 6 years deep in, is this game ever going to come out? And then like we got some serious updates on Steam, you know, like languages were added, which is a huge thing. That's the only time when languages are added, like that is like, okay, the game is coming. Like you're not going to put the effort into that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they're like, hey, by the way, it comes out in 2 weeks. And we're all like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Surprise.
Which is kind of Team Cherry to do that. But at the same time, it's like, it came out of nowhere and just, I don't know.
I feel like it will be talked about in the video game ancient archives of release dates, you know? Like,
yes.
It
broke Steam. I mean,
that
it
too,
broke
right?
every game.
Yeah, that's right.
Broke everything.
Yeah.
When it released.
Yeah. People will be doing their dissertations on Silksong's release.
Oh yeah, I've already seen like 2 hour-long videos about Silksong.
Of course, yeah.
Well, all right, which one are we leaning towards on this?
Blueprints. That's my vote.
I want to say Blueprints. Like, it's just so hard to say Clair Obscura because it's like not only are they one in like almost every category, it seems like, but again, like it was said, I'm surprised to see it in the best independent game. Yeah. Because I feel like it's like anytime I've heard anything, it's always Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. You know, like I've heard so much news about it. Meanwhile, the rest of them have kind of like, you know, filtered out after their debut. Like,
and Blueprints and Claire Obscure both came out, I'm pretty sure, in March.
Yeah.
So it's crazy that that's how longevity Claire Obscure has had.
I'm okay with the Blueprints. That's what we want to go with.
I'll go with Blueprints just because everyone else is going with it.
I agree with Drake. I'll go with Blueprints because of
We can be split. We're split in the previous category.
If it wasn't Blueprints, I'm gonna pick Expedition 33.
Well, hold that thought, because our next category is Best Debut Indie Game. And we've got Blueprints, Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, Despelote, and Dispatch. Does that change your thought?
For who?
Jake, I guess.
Yeah, Jake.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Best Debut.
I also want to... Dispatch is really cool as well.
Yes. Dispatch is
I
really
want to play that.
Same.
Yeah.
I've had my eye on that one for a bit. It feels very old school.
Yeah.
Very Telltale.
It feels like, the Telltale games. Yeah.
I'm actually shocked that Dispatch made it into the Game Awards, because didn't it just come out in November?
It
just came out.
It must have came out right before the cutoff.
October 22nd.
Okay.
Something else came
very
out
close.
right after the cutoff. I can't remember.
Also, I think we should also point out that this list is shorter than the other ones because there was a game on this, Megabonk, and the guy actually took his name off the list because he was like, yo, I've actually made other games before.
Yeah.
So, in a different dev name.
Yeah, exactly. So,
kudos to him, though.
Yeah,
like,
I think that's
being
pretty
honest
cool.
about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if he would have won, but
I don't know. But still, like...
Yeah.
That's votes towards the other games, so...
Yeah, exactly. That's true.
Blueprints.
I honestly want to go Dispatch. I mean, I haven't played it yet, but it's just... From what I've seen of it, it looks just old school.
Yeah.
Just, like...
I played the demo for it, and it is very cool. Story's really neat, and then it's also kind of got like a cool gameplay loop to it as well. Actually being a superhero dispatcher is kind of an interesting thing to think about.
Yeah.
So,
very unique.
Yeah. Trying to get a bat person to go help a cat stuck in a tree and stuff like that is kind of an interesting to think about. So, played by Moist Critical, I'm pretty sure.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. I'm gonna say Expedition 33.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I can also lean towards Expedition 33 just because, like, how we've discussed, like, it hit with a bang and it hasn't stopped.
And
Yeah,
it's
I'll go with
a
that.
debut game. Right?
Yeah.
It is.
Like, that's nuts. I also want to point out that I think last year Balatro probably took the place of every single Expedition 33 spot.
Yeah.
Basically.
So it's kind of interesting to think about.
It is cool to see like a lot more indie developers like kind of take the world by storm every year now. So
Yeah. It's nice that there's an actual list for this. Because it'd be weird if there was one, you know?
All right, well, let's keep her moving. I heard Blueprints, I heard Expedition 33, and I heard Dispatch. Are we going split on this one?
Expedition.
Probably split.
I'm still going Expedition.
Why can't they all win?
Right?
every single game on the list.
Steph, are you going Dispatch on this one?
Yeah, I'll go Dispatch.
I think I'm with you on this one.
I feel like that's a really good debut game. Like I said, I could swing the other way for Expedition 33, but I really want to lean towards Dispatch because it's bringing back some older stuff that we're familiar with, and
I'm actually gonna go with Dispatch too.
Oh,
just because
changing our minds.
I think Expedition 33 is gonna win, but I would love for Dispatch to win this.
I feel also. Oh, go ahead.
No, go for it.
No, you first.
I feel like Dispatch is too new in that it's just been released, whereas Expedition 33 has had a little bit more time to kind of settle in with the audience. So you could sway to Expedition 33, but I haven't played any of the games.
If it was like a multiplayer game, but since it's single player, once you're done with it, you're done with it. So there's
also,
no like, will it be so popular?
Dispatch came out as an episodic thing, so the first 2 episodes I think came out, and then it was like a month later or something that the other episodes came out. I think that's how it worked. So there was kind of like a gap between actually being able to finish that game, right? So yeah.
So we got split. Sounds like
we got split.
Yeah. All right. Next, best family game. We got Donkey Kong Bonanza, Lego Party! Exclamation mark. Lego Voyagers, Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing, and Split Fiction. Yeah.
I've only played 3 of these, and I kind of want to go towards Mario Kart World.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I haven't played any because I don't have a Switch 2 yet. But I would lean, as far as best family game out of those, I'm leaning towards Mario Kart. That's the one I see a lot of family being like, let's play some Mario Kart, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We played it on Extra Life, and I say it was some of the best gameplay that I think I've ever had in that game.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And the problem with Donkey Kong is it's single player, and Split Fiction is only 2. And I don't know about the other ones.
So
but
Lego Voyagers is also, I believe, co-op. Lego Party, which is my vote, is like Mario Party, but with 30 more games than Mario Party. So your chances of getting a repeat game in a single match is like super rare. You can customize your minifig. You can unlock a million different minifigs. That, as a Lego fan, speaks to me more than someone that really didn't grow up on Nintendo. So I guess I'm a little biased for this part, but I'm a huge Lego fanboy, and the customization features and the same with Sonic Racing is there's like I haven't played it, but I've heard there's so much more to do in that than Mario Kart, and that you won't be your 150cc tracks and you're done. There's like so much more. They already announced like new characters, and you get like Joker from Persona 5 and stuff. So like Mario Kart hasn't even announced the need Pokemon characters or anything. Like, where's my Link? I need Link. He's my main in the other Mario Karts.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. Like I didn't realize that Lego Party was that.
I know. The problem is convincing people to get Lego Party. It's the same as trying to get people to get Mario Party. It's like, come on, we'll play it more than once, I swear.
Yeah, it's like me trying to convince everyone to get Pummel Party so we can play.
But is it like a $99 game?
I
Lego
don't know.
Party?
I will say it's not a console exclusive game, so you don't have to spend $500 to play it.
Yeah.
Lego Party.
That's true.
Sure.
Oh, it's
Mario
not even
Kart
on
World
Steam.
Locked behind the Switch 2.
Same with Sonic Racing.
It is. Let's see. It is not a $99 game. It is a $39.99 game.
Whoa, that's
not that bad.
That's not bad at all.
That's very cool. I love that. I love when games are like that. Put some fire underneath Nintendo, please.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like Sonic. or
Yeah.
Lego Party.
No, I'd change it.
I'm good with changing it. I like all the
Changing it.
points
Lego.
I've had. So
Let's go, yeah.
I agree with Seb.
Even just looking at the screenshots and stuff, it just looks, I don't know, it just looks fun.
Right?
It looks good.
Yeah.
It looks well done.
I'm a Nintendo fanboy, but I'll say Lego Party just because.
Everybody else is saying it.
Stick it to the man. Stick it to Nintendo. But I do like when, like, Sonic Racing as well. Like Seb said, like, if it makes Nintendo move a little bit from their what they've been doing for the past 30 years. 30 years since
it's been a while.
Kart came out.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. So yeah.
Yeah. No, I
Lego
agree.
Party.
Party.
I forgot to say it like that. You're right.
Party.
Gosh.
Is that our vote then?
I think so.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then off to best sports / racing.
Seb's favorite
My
category.
favorite. I love sports so much.
Your nose is growing.
We have EA Sports FC 26. Is that football club? What does that stand for?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. See, F1 25, Mario Kart World Rematch, and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds.
So, anyways, next.
Wow.
Just kidding.
So now we're gonna be talking about my soundtrack.
I mean, just from what you just talked about, Zeb, I would definitely probably vote for Sonic Racing in this sense.
I'm kind of leaning the same.
Yeah.
Like,
My only
because-
problem is, why does Sonic need a car?
That's a good
Why
point.
can't
That's a good
Why
point.
can't it be a
I know.
Flintstones car? Why,
Yeah,
like,
but I can't run as fast as the speed of sound or whatever.
So it still
that's
takes
Sonic.
work. You can still get there, just not as fast as him.
So
but-
Sonic is going slower than what he can actually do when he's running.
Maybe he needs to drive to work, like a normal person. I don't know.
Hey, if anyone's seen The Boys, you know what happens when you just run super fast without any
boy.
control.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, you could argue the same. Why does Mario and Luigi need a car? Like, they have all these
pipes.
power-ups and pipes. Like,
You got the Tanuki
Star.
suit.
Oh gosh.
I don't know.
Or Kirby.
Sonic annoys me.
so you want Mario on this one?
I'm gonna say Mario Kart World just because Sonic annoys me. But
I do think, out of these two categories, best family and best sports, it's going to be a popularity contest. And
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
100%.
If Mario doesn't win in the best family, it's probably going to win in sports here.
Mm-hmm.
Rematch though.
I was
it's a
gonna
pretty
say
good
like
soccer game or football.
the thing is about these games is obviously, except for Aman, we're really not that.
We do the
into-
racing kart games.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do racing games. We don't really play, but I do know that those soccer games and hockey and football games are crazy popular.
Right.
So
And crazy good.
I mean, I've honestly played my fair
what it
share
is.
of hockey games in the past.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I just
hockey,
don't.
yeah.
I don't play it currently, but I have in the past. Like,
I guess my vote would be for rematch because it's I'm not sure who the devs are. I know that the devs made Sifu. I'm not sure
that's
how
cool.
popular they are. So I know the controls and the gameplay is a lot more fluid, and it's also not a big franchise. It's
Yeah.
not the EA powerhouse.
Mhm.
So I hope that can help it.
And do those Amon? Do those games, those EA games, usually change?
Gameplay-wise.
Except for the roster.
Animation style wise, they do change ever so slightly, and they do get a lot better and a lot more fluid. The physics, the gameplay, the overall dynamics do change quite a bit, and there are certain points where there are stories that are told, and the FC, can make your own career mode, and you can kind of go that route. Same with the other ones as well. But I don't know. I feel like, despite that, I still would say Mario Kart would be my number one there.
Yeah. I feel like it's kind of unfair to the sports games, you know.
Like
it's not exactly because
realistic.
Going against, you know, Mario Kart and Sonic, like it's kind of unfair. And I wish they would have not put them in there. I wish they would have kept it to, like, I don't want to say true sports games, but it's, you know,
maybe there just wasn't that many this year.
I don't know.
I feel like you can decouple, like, best sports 1, best racing 2, like, do it that way. Because I feel like combining both of them, it makes things a little bit harder. Because, like, there are every year there's going to be a Madden 26, FC 26. There's going to be a new 26 sports game. There's going to be F1 26. There's going to be plenty of those types of games. And we're just going to continue with that. So I do get the sense why they combined it, but I also feel like they could have, like, decoupled them.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I think we're tied between Rematch and Mario Kart on this one.
Okay. So. Yeah.
Another split.
That's okay.
Sonic doesn't win.
All right, I can tick on the next one, which would be best multiplayer. On this list, we have Arc Raiders, Battlefield 6, Elden Ring Night Rain, Peak, and speaking of Split Fiction. I had to do it at least once.
I feel like I have to call out Peak. I know I said this is what I was thankful the most this year. Right. Peak has been a really fun game that I can play with all of you guys, and it's just a lot of really great laughs and fun, and they are just, like, so creative and constantly putting out updates, free updates, and
new biomes.
Just new biomes, everything like that, and just silly little things like making Bing Bong talk, and they're just really, like, kind of creating the community around this game, and I think that's what I really appreciate about Peak, and it's an indie game, so
yes.
Wasn't it a game, one of those, like, rush games, or what do they call it?
Yeah, it was like a
game jam.
Game jam. Yeah,
they just, like, came up with it in a week or whatever.
Yeah, it's great. Like, and it kind of goes to show that, like, simplicity goes a long way, because compared to the others, it's like, compared to the other games that it's against in this category, like, it's a very simple game.
Yeah.
Here's some grappling mechanics. Here's some
mountain
physics, and you got to get to the top. All right, cool. Graphics aren't, top notch.
Right.
Like, I love it.
I wonder if, and maybe this is for Night Rain and Split Fiction as well, is if it's going to be hindered by the fact that you can only have 4 people play, sans mods.
True.
But Night Rain you can only do 3, and Split Fiction you can only do 2.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I feel like if it's like a true multiplayer game and stuff like that, like, what does the number of people that you're playing with come into factor when it comes to that?
It might.
Maybe.
Like, when it comes down to votes, it might, but...
Because, like, if I were to think of, like, a multiplayer game, I would think Arc Raiders or Battlefield 6. Like, as much as I do love Peak and Night Rain, and Split Fiction looks awesome as well, they're more co-op games, I would say, opposed to multiplayer. But I don't know.
See,
maybe
in my personal opinion, for something to be considered like multiplayer, I would say, like, especially like in this category, I would say my minimum would be four players. Because I feel like 3 kind of treads that line of feeling like a co-op more than so like a multiplayer. 3's kind of like that, oh, I wish we could have one more person to make it 4 players, you know? And then 2 players are it's just a 2-player game. It's a co-op game.
Yeah.
It's you and one other person. So I would say, I'm going to vote for Peak, but like, I would say a minimum of 4. Or, like, to be considered multiplayer.
Yeah. And I guess it's more the fact you can't really do it by yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I think you could, but it would be very...
Some people have, like, solo, you know, Peak and stuff.
Yeah.
But... it's just...
I don't know if anyone's... I'm sure people have single-handedly done Night Rain by themselves. So
for sure.
Those crazy people.
My
So
vote...
are you gonna throw your hat in here?
Well, my vote is Peak because, playing with friends and stuff is definitely, like, it trumps everything else. Like if you know the people and stuff, you're going to have a good time. So that just instantly makes the game better. And it falls into a category, and the name has nothing against the games, but I call them friend slop. Like Repo, Lethal Company, RV There Yet, like all those games. They're simple, but it's the friends that make them. Lethal Company would not be nearly as good if I was playing it by myself. But watching one of my friends go running down a hallway screaming while a bug chases him, going, all right, and then I just turn around and carry on. Like, okay, whatever. Like that stuff makes it great. And that segues into what was a close second for me is Arc Raiders, because of the community that somehow joined that game. Is like, I expected it to be like Tarkov, like just like people just killing everyone, and like you just dying in a second, be like, oh, okay, what happened here? Then I watched people play it, and it was like, oh, hello Raider, don't shoot, and like, oh, you need help, and just the interactions, which same thing with like the friend slap games. It's, you don't know what's gonna happen. One time someone started shooting at me, I was like, whoa, and I downed him, and I was like, oh, I have a defib. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna bring you back. Don't make me regret this now or anything. Brought him back. And he followed me the rest of the match. Didn't say anything, but he was just there, being my little sidekick, just making sure I didn't die because I brought him back. And it's like, it's just like little stuff like that. It's definitely the communities that make the multiplayer games great.
Oh, for sure.
And Battlefield 6 is fun, but if you don't have friends to play it with, it's a pretty lonely experience. You might be in the squad with 3 other people, but they're not going to talk to you probably.
Well, that's
I mean,
a good
I would
point.
say that for more than half of these games, though, if you don't really have friends,
that's true.
They're not going to be that great of an experience.
That's a very good point.
Except for, I would say, Arc Raiders, because I mean, Zeb, I watch you play that all the time.
Yeah.
And you're playing it by yourself.
You and your expired pasta.
Yeah. But maybe that kind of
point. I mean,
that kind of does go into the fact that it is multiplayer games, right? So you're kind of expected to be playing these with other people, but
well, so
I mean,
that
no, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so that actually brings up a good point then, like, because Arc Raiders, you can communicate, and the community that is based around Arc Raiders, that, like, I mean, you've played it with other people, Zeb, but I've seen you play it solo and still have just as much fun running around. That I mean, that says a lot.
Yeah, and I guess that's another good point. Is solo is a completely different game than when you play with duos or trios, because when you bring a friend in, all of a sudden it's you and your friend versus everyone else, and it's like apparently it's like that whole tribalism thing. Like when you got a friend with you, all of a sudden everyone else is the enemy, so you shoot on sight. Solo, it's like, it's starting to get a little bit more like, I don't know, is this guy good or not? But it's still definitely like, oh, hey Raider, how's it going? And you just turn around and do something else. It's hard, but Peak, because of the friends that I play it with, definitely makes it my
It's
vote.
the friends you made along the way.
Yes.
On
Or
way
the
to
friends
top.
you already had and dragged along to the game. Hey guys, check this out. It's only $8.
I feel like for myself, Battlefield 6 would be 1 and Peak would be a very, very, very close second. Just because I have my online friends who I play Battlefield 6 with, I have my in-person friends who I play Battlefield 6 with, and we just run around full chaos, and it's so much fun.
It's the
But
one game where everyone, plays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
That's fair.
With our Peak sessions, it's always going to be a good time, and I know that whenever I launch that game, so...
Yeah.
Very true.
Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna say one thing about Night Rain, because I feel like I'm the one that
You're
played
the
it
only one,
most.
buddy.
Yeah.
I play a little bit.
Okay.
You played as much as
Trina.
me.
10 hours in that game.
She's checking.
I am.
It's fun. I wouldn't say I would pick it as best multiplayer game. It's kind of a niche type of game that specific people are gonna play, and it's not as obtainable as other games on this list are. Especially Peak being like $10 and B not a Dark Souls like game.
Not Souls-like.
Yeah. I mean, some of those biomes could definitely be Dark Souls level.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah.
My only gripe with Night Rain is you are like limited on time, and unless you know where what is what and where you should be going to level up your character, you pretty much like go to random places until you figure it out, but you don't have a whole lot of time to do that. And so do I necessarily go and get the best item unless I'm playing with a friend that like knows everything on the map? No, because if I play by myself or play with randoms, like I might just be following them around too. Like I don't know like the best places to go, and there's not really like great learning to be able to do that in such a small amount of time with Night Rain.
And there's no voice chat, which is kind of difficult.
Yes.
Oh,
especially if
I
you're
didn't know
doing like randoms, right? It's all about just people pinging things on the map, which sometimes work and sometimes doesn't, right? So
yeah. All right. I heard an overwhelming for Peak on that one.
Pretty
Yeah.
sure
Yeah.
it's Peak.
Probably Peak.
4-1.
That was a big yawn, Colby.
It's getting so big.
I know. He's going to be 3 next year.
Oh my god. We're old.
Oh my gosh. All right. And Game of the Year. The big one. We have a few on this list, a few that we've heard. We've got Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. Death Stranding 2, On the Beach. Donkey Kong Bonanza. Hades 2. Hollow Knight Silk Song. And Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Well, I feel like we all know what's going to win.
Yeah. Who wants
I
to
think
say it?
What's gonna win and what I want to win. Claire's
Donkey
here.
Kong
No.
I'm surprised to see Hades 2 on this list.
I am too.
Like,
Yeah.
for
It's
real
a very
surprise.
packed list compared to the other categories too.
I almost feel a little bad for it being there.
Like,
'Cause-
I'm...
yeah.
Where's... Hold on. I don't have... Let me pull it up.
My goal is to play every game of the year, or possible game of the year, before this podcast. And Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 came out of nowhere for me when they announced that nomination. I was like, oh, well, I guess I don't get to play that one. But
yeah.
I still think Expedition 33 on that list.
Yeah, I think so too. And
Alright. So Hades 2 is for best score in music, is in that category.
Oh, okay.
So I was gonna say, I'm hoping that it has its, that it's in there for its music, because it has amazing music.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough one too.
The music, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good music that in games this year, so yeah, I mean, so I played 3 out of these games, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. And well, I'm playing Death Stranding 2 right now, but I feel like I feel like Expedition 33 is obviously going to win this one. I love Death Stranding. I think it's a beautiful game. Such a well done, such a weird game, but I freaking love Kojima, and he just makes really weird, cool games. It's like, I never thought that I would actually like it, because all I heard was that these games are just walking simulators, and that made no sense to me. But I'm actually like, this is really chill. I really like just walking in this weird world, and listening to Woodkid while I'm just walking around, like it's such a interesting experience from a game that I don't think we get as much these days, and so yeah, it's a really cool game. But I
think like Expedition 33 and Death Stranding 2 both are like, they're different than the normal games we see on Game of the Year list.
That's
both
true. Yeah.
They both change the formula, or break it more so than the other games on the list do. DK Bonanza is just your
their
run of the mill.
Yeah, the Nintendo game of the year.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, also both Clear Obscure and Death Stranding have huge cast for these games.
Very true.
They do.
Which is really cool. I think it's really neat when I'm like, hey, I know this person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy directed Frankenstein.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So.
I can't remember if it was PAX East this year or PAX West last year, but I remember Roger had given our Best of PAX award to Kingdom Come Deliverance. I don't know if it was 1 or 2. So I feel like if Roger was here, he would say that game. So just throw that out there, but yes.
That's actually where Roger is right now, is LARPing with knights.
He donned his sword and shield and he ran out there.
I can't wait till he listens to this.
I will say, yeah, a lot of people said good things about Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Oh yeah,
too.
no, definitely.
And
it's definitely
I
a
tried
contender.
to play the first one, but I just couldn't get into it. It was too realistic,
yeah,
too
it's
medieval,
like
realistic. That's like, I couldn't get into the combat as much. I'm like, why can't this just be third person? But yeah, it sounds like it's a really good RPG for if you want to experience like becoming a lord or whatever you can do in that game. It's like they'll let you, and so that the freedom it offers is pretty cool. It sounds like.
Yeah. And it's interesting to have a RPG, medieval RPG, and not be fantasy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's usually what they are.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah, so that's really interesting, and like the visuals in that game look really cool too. There's a lot of like the map is really neat looking, and everything kind of looks very medieval. So maybe I'll get to it at some point.
Add it to the list.
So many games.
Yeah.
So many games.
So many.
So many.
Yeah.
All right, any final thoughts on Game of the Year?
I mean, I know who's gonna
yeah,
get it.
It's gonna
We
be
all
Expedition
know
33.
it's gonna be Expedition 33 for
Yeah.
sure. Again,
And
same
they
thing. Would I
deserve it.
love to see Hollow Knight Silksong get it? Yes. Do I think it's like that big of a contender against who they're with? No.
Yeah.
They're no.
And I kind of want to say this too, is that, like, I feel like through this podcast we've been saying, like, oh, obviously it's gonna be Clair Obscure Expedition 33, like, oh, it's on this list too, but it does have it's well deserved.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, it's a very good game, and
you can tell a lot of heart went into that game.
Absolutely, and it's beautiful, and it'll make you cry
a few times.
Yeah.
And I feel like every year we have one, maybe two games, you know, whenever the awards come along, that are on almost every single list, and it's just like, yeah, no, it deserves to be on every single list, or most of them. Like, there is a reason why it's there.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah.
So.
Okay. Well, hopefully you agreed with us, or maybe you disagreed, and that's totally okay. Let us know, you know, what categories. I mean, we only went through 10 of them. Maybe there's a category we didn't talk about tonight, and you're like, I know for this category that this one's going to win. We'd love to hear it, so let us know in the comments. Before we officially wrap up this episode, just wanted to see if there was any games that we didn't talk about that you're sad didn't make the list at all for any category. And there may be none.
Let me check the date on something real quick.
Well, okay, we talked about this before the recording, but I would say Indiana Jones. I'm surprised.
Oh yeah, that was nominated for something.
It is, yeah. It's nominated for Best Action Adventure, I think.
That's it. And Troy Baker is.
Oh yeah.
And he's nominated for Best Performance.
Yeah.
Which I think he should win. He should absolutely win that.
I don't know. He's up against Ben Starr in that one, so good luck.
Oh no, Ben Starr.
See, I agree with Jake, and I know, like, oh, the guy that freaking couldn't wait to meet Ben Starr, or the possibility of meeting him, but Troy Baker does not sound like Troy Baker.
No.
Ben Starr,
Sounds
when you
like,
hear him as Verso, and then you hear him in real life, you're like, oh, that's Verso. You hear Troy Baker in real life, you're not going to be like, oh, that's Indiana Jones. No, you think Harrison Ford is freaking voicing Indy. That's how good he is, that it's like, yeah, I think it's Troy Baker.
Yeah.
So when you say Indiana Jones, Shake, are you saying, like, you think it should have been nominated for more categories?
I would have thought it would have gotten on to Game of the Year, actually. I personally loved that game, and it felt like a movie. Like, it felt like one of the movies, and it felt like the old movies too. Like, I know a lot of people will have problems with the new ones and stuff like this. This one felt so fresh and, like, so well done. If it was on Game of the Year, I would have had a hard time with, I feel like, because I did very much like that game. I think it could have taken Hades 2's spot.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I have a game that I'm surprised wasn't on there for the ongoing, honestly, possibly for others, but probably the ongoing, Planet Crafter. It's been out for over a year and a half. It's just a couple of people that work on it, and they just released a new DLC for it. It's been amazing. They've added a lot of quality of life things, some new mechanics, some fun new things and environmental things, and just I don't know. I feel like it should have been recognized. But
I think you bring up a really good point, Steph, in that I think we need to make a difference in best ongoing and best live service game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Planet Crafter, when you put it with like the rest of the ongoing, it would stand out in the terms of it's not necessarily a live service game. Like But I think you're right. We need to have like a category for games that regularly are putting out new updates, but not necessarily you have a battle pass like the rest of these games, or a subscription fee like the rest of the games have.
And like some of the updates that they released, like whenever they released like the new moons and stuff, like being able to go to the moons, that was completely free. They could have easily charged for that, and I would have paid it in a heartbeat. But they gave it to us for free. And then Toxicity was, I think, it's like $10 or something like that, which is very reasonable. But so like they have a mix of paid content and then also free content of like, here you go, here's some new fun stuff.
I agree with you on that one for sure.
I'm just surprised I didn't see it at all, honestly. But
did it make the list for anything last year?
I don't know.
If it did.
I don't think so.
Yeah, and maybe that's part of it. I mean, maybe it's still too small to be recognized. Like,
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Just shout to the world.
Play Planet
Crafter.
Planet Crafter! It's so fun! Lots of replayability.
Alright, anyone else?
Not a game I wish I was sad to see, but just on the whole soundtrack category, we should probably just put this one on. I think Silk Song should win that because there's something like Hollow Knight already. Like, you could tell how good, like, their music was already pretty good with the boss fights, but then Silk Song, they just, like, perfected it in terms of how the bosses move to the beat and stuff. There's, like, so many fights that I just go back and, like, I go on, like, YouTube and just listen to the music of certain fights because they're just that memorable in my head.
Yeah. That's why it's, like, with like, Silk Song, that's why I said it's just, like, I don't think Game of the Year... I don't even think best indie. I feel other, I think it. What else it did? It's also underneath best art direction, which I think it should. But I don't know. It's phenomenal. I still love it.
All right.
Oh, one thing. I don't know which category this would be on. But the Oblivion remaster.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't even know where that would go.
We need a remaster category.
Yeah,
there's like a few games that got remastered this year, like Metal Gear. Delta.
Yeah, that's
well,
true,
yeah. Remember, like Final Fantasy, like remakes and stuff like that were on there.
Yep.
It's just like that's kind of unfair, but okay.
Yeah, like half the work's already done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah. We do need like a remake. It seems like we have so many now. So.
Yeah.
But
eventually
it's
they're
starting
to have like 40 categories,
right?
I know.
but in honesty, like remakes are kind of becoming that thing now in the video game world, like just like how in like movies, like live action is currently the thing. Let's turn everything animated into live action. Video games are starting to loop back around into remakes or reboots, or
we got the Halo 1 reboot.
Yeah, so it's like we're getting to that point now. We're getting old.
Yeah.
But they
oh, no.
they know they have that nostalgic knife and they shove it right in your gut.
Yep. They heat it up a little bit.
Describe it.
Yeah.
They heat up the hilt just to remind you.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, it's for real though. Like, I mean, gosh.
Yeah. So yeah, that was just one I wanted to shout out because
it's a good one.
It's obviously like it's still got its lovely Elder Scrolls jank, but it looks beautiful. So
yeah.
I'm
glad they still kept in a lot of the random stuff that happens. It's like, thank you, because that's why people loved it. Like that's part of the reason why they loved it. Like just the jankiness of it, like you said.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that kind of wraps us up for the Game Awards prediction episode. you guys can find us over on the Gamerheadspodcast.com. And of course, always try to support us as best you can. So, liking or commenting on any of our podcasts. And you can always support us even more by going over to patreon.com/gamerheads. And Zeb, if you just want to say where we can find you on social media.
Oh, you can find me at Blue Sky at ZeBear and on Twitch, Mr. ZeBear.
Perfect. And Steph?
You can find me both on Blue Sky and Twitch under Miss Zefina, Zefina. And you can also find me posting usually the Video Game Warrior on our website.
Perfect. And Jake?
Yeah, you can find me on Blue Sky at Clobinson, CLOBBINSON. I feel like I have to spell that out every single time.
I have to spell out Zefina just to be sure.
Yeah.
And Aman, I don't know if you've created any socials yet, but we can find you over on the podcast website, and you are now running our Instagram, right?
I am running the Instagram, so you can find me at Gamerheads Podcast on Instagram.
Perfect.
We got
I let him for the Game Awards nomination.
Yeah.
We got the Gen Z working the socials.
Yeah, that's how we do it.
Oh boy. I don't think we're gonna get as crazy as Brita and Pine Sol though.
Oh
so.
god.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna go full Wendy's.
Wendy's, yes.
All right. And of course you can find me over at Trina with 2 A's, Ballerina on pretty much any platform. All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us. And hopefully we predicted some of the winners. So we'll find out on the 11th, December 11th, to see who actually wins. All right. Thanks so much for listening. Bye-bye.
Bye.